Today we're going to see a brave clerk really risk herself to protect herself from an armed robber. Hi everyone, welcome to today's research-informed defensive lesson here at Active Self-Protection. I'm your host as always, John Correa. This one comes to us from Montclair, California, which is in the Pomona Valley between Los Angeles and San Bernardino Riverside. Today's video is brought to us by Mantis and their brand new Titan X Smart Laser Training Pistol. This tool will help you be a better shooter, faster, guaranteed. I have been using mine a whole bunch and getting a lot out of it. It is a safe and inert laser training gun that lets you train conveniently and more frequently at home with a realistic resetting trigger, and it's optics ready. I love this thing. Go check it out and their other incredible products at the link in the description. A few minutes before closing at this jewelry store, you see this guy walk in with a mask on, and he is going to go and pretend to be a customer. And this lady is going to show him around. Go read the news stories I've linked in the description. There's interviews with her in those. And eventually here, he puts his little bag down on that front counter. Then he's going to walk outside and look around a little bit. That's a clue. And then come back inside. And then eventually, once he comes inside, he's going to come behind the counter and threaten her. Now, once he puts that bag down on the counter, watch what he does. He is then going to draw a gun and show it to her where she has something in her hand. I think it might be the keys, but it could also be something like an OC spray. Well, anyways, she drops it. He picks it up and she runs away a little bit. Then as he goes back to bash in the cases, she jumps on him and they are going to fight a little bit. And eventually she is going to drive him towards the front door of the jewelry store here and then drive him out of the jewelry store and take his bag that he had, take the gun away from him, and she's going to pick that gun up and then he is going to run off. So what do you think? Was the risk worth it? Was it a foolish risk? I think, man, if that was a real gun, she was in real trouble, but I honor that she's a high responder. What do you think? So let's recognize and remember here that somebody wearing a mask is not super common anymore, but it's not completely unheard of, okay? So like my wife had an upper respiratory infection last week, had to go teach a class, and she wore a mask just to keep other people safe from a respiratory infection. But when people start doing, I've got a mask and a hat on and I'm concealing my identity, it's something to pay attention to. I'm not saying to do kung fu moves on him. I'm saying, hey, wait a minute. I just want to identify, he's wearing like a fedora or something. So it's not like he's wearing a hood up, but mask on and hat on starts to feel like, hey, you know what? This guy is kind of hiding his identity a little bit. Again, not a strong one there, just something to pay attention to. Now, he acts like a customer. This is very common. Remember, the bad guy gets to set the time and the place of the attack. He's only going to tell you about it at the last minute. But he does some pre-attack indicators here. And in particular, the one that you really want to pay attention to is he goes outside to start looking around. And I want you to really pay attention to this because this is what we call a witness check. And whether the guy's standing there and he starts looking around and looking behind him, is there anyone around for me to see this? Or is there an escape hatch for me to get out of here? It is, again, something to pay attention to. So if you're the clerk here, again, that doesn't mean go six guns a-blazing at the guy immediately because he hasn't pulled a gun. He hasn't actually shown himself to be a threat yet. But it does mean to maybe mentally prepare for that. To maybe say, hey, wait a minute, if I do have an OC spray, it's time to put my hand, put that sucker in my hand. Or if I am in a defensive posture, I'm going to put myself in a good place so that I have a little bit more distance, maybe at the corner, something like that. So it's something to pay attention to, right? So you start seeing multiple indicators there. That's a time that you're like, all right, it's time for me to really start paying attention here. Now, I do want to note that this guy shows her a gun. Now, if you go read the news stories, it ended up being a BB gun. But if somebody shows you a gun, assume it's real, assume it's loaded, and assume that they are willing to use it. This is risky what she did here, okay? So it looks to me like I think she has her keys in her hand, although that could be an OC spray. If it is an OC spray, I would hate to have to use an OC spray against a firearm wielding attacker, but If that's all you have, if that's all that's available to you, California shall issue like every other state in the union, but depending on the county, it can be harder than some others. Some counties make you go through a lot more heartache than others do. So having a concealed carry permit, smart, and carry your firearm. But if you just got to use an OC spray, I've seen people defend themselves against gun-wielding attackers with OC sprays in exactly circumstances like this. So I'm not saying it's not completely out of bounds here, okay? It's not certainly what I would like to do. And I want to recognize, though, again, that you don't, that compliance is an option, okay? So this is her family's store. Yes, she's a clerk here, but her family owns the store according to the news stories. So she maybe feels more responsibility. Listen, there's going to be thousands of dollars lost here. It's my family's stuff. And so this is my parents' livelihood, so I feel more responsibility. And clearly she's a high responder, okay? But recognize the risks are significant. She wasn't hurt here, so man, success is a heck of a deodorant, right? But she could have been hurt and killed. And that would have been obviously the highest cost, and she was risking that by fighting back, especially if she's not going to control the gun. So just be cautious, be aware of that, and maybe think through those risks ahead of time, okay? Now, again, she dropped whatever it was in her hands, and I'm not sure if that was a spray or if that was something like, her keys that she was using to get into those cabinets. And I kind of think it was the keys, but regardless, she's got an opportunity here. Okay, she dropped that, dude bends down to pick it up. This would have been a counter ambush opportunity if she was armed herself to draw her firearm and go to work if she's got a fast enough draw. This is one of the reasons that we recommend from concealment, you time your draw and you make sure it is as fast as possible. She's got a 1.5 here. There's nothing he's going to do to get ahead of her. So a 1.5 is doable for a lot of people. You just got to do the work to get it. Come in the ASPA Unlimited app every Tuesday night. Neil and Chris do dry fire videos, and the draw is a prominent part of that for just reasons like this. Now, I will say, man, recognize her attitude is exemplary and she wins the fight, but I want to recognize if you let that gun stay in his hands and you don't focus on that, I'm going to control the gun and the hand with the gun, it can come back around to you. As Ed Parker Sr. is famous for saying, do not let a weapon orbit away from you to have it come back and orbit back into you, okay? So don't send it into orbit because it'll come back and orbit back to you. And exactly it did here. If this is a real gun, and the only thing that's keeping her alive at this point, if that's a real gun, is his unwillingness to use it. Now, again, news stories say it was a BB gun and it was unloaded. So he's just using it as an intimidation tool, but she didn't know that, okay? And again, always assume it's real, it's loaded, and he's willing to use it. So if she had had her own firearm and shot this guy, it would have been completely justified because he wanted her to believe it was a real gun, and she would have been justified to believe it was a real gun. She didn't have to identify that it was a BB gun and all those things, or that it wasn't a BB gun. Now, I will say, attitude is king, and her attitude is amazing. And she goes after this guy with full throttle. And we see full throttle win the day again and again and again and again here on the channel, even against significant odds. So if you're going to resist, again, compliance is an option, but if you're going to resist, I want you to have that attitude that you're the third monkey trying to get on the ark and brother, it's starting to rain. That you have to fight with everything you have because your life depends on it. No half-hearted measures. Go to work. And she kind of takes his bag full of stuff and tosses it. Well, you're not getting away with the stuff. And then drives him out the door. And I do love that she doesn't then chase him. She's established dominance. She actually knows that she has kind of, knocked the gun out of his hand. So the threat is over. So she lets him go with that. Here's a reminder from me to you that even if you're not a firearms user, I would strongly recommend that you at least be familiar enough with firearms that you can check that one is unloaded, that you can unload and clear a common, say, a semi-automatic firearm or a revolver. Your two big types, a semi-automatic pistol and a firearm, and a revolver rather, that you should be able to unload both of those, because if you happen to come across one in a situation like this, you should know how to render it safe, all right? And at the very least, make sure you're practicing the rules of safe firearms handling, that you are always keeping that firearm pointed in the direction of least consequence, and that you always keep your finger high and at home, not on the trigger until you intend to fire, so then that way you are not having a negligent discharge yourself. This woman is a stud. I'm super proud of her. I think she did a great job. I think she absolutely covered her ass at significant risk, so beware.